Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day, wherein I am kind of glad that I am tapering off prednisone, which is one of the medications I've been on because of my neck, and now it's affecting my shoulder and the nerves that run down my arm. I can already see, to me, how my cheeks are getting bigger because prednisone makes your face swell. So good thing I'm getting tapered off that, because to me it looks like my cheeks and my jowls are already larger than they should be, and I haven't gained weight. I've lost weight. So my face shouldn't be getting bigger, but with prednisone, that's what happens. Yay. But I have increased gabapentin. For 2 days, I take it 2 tablets twice a day, and that's today's day 2 for that. Tomorrow, I take 2 tablets 3 times a day, and then I stick with that. So here's hoping that it works. My neck right now hurts, and my arm hurts, because I overextended myself yesterday. I took 2 trips to Safeway. First time, I needed to get pet food. And then the second time, I bought a 20-pound container of, pet dirt. And oh boy, just pushing the walker is extra strain, because I'm not just walking, I have to push a walker. And I don't use the walker for walking, of course, but it's just to carry things. But adding a 20-pound container of dirt and then putting other groceries on top of that, makes that walker heavy. So, I overextended myself. And even with that, after overextending myself, getting home after resting for about an hour, I got up and recorded almost an hour's worth of Dead Island off my Xbox. Not my eyebrow is itchy. My apologies. So, oh joy. And then, after overextending myself, because I had really overextended myself and was just exhausted, after I did the Dead Island, I just lay down here and bam, instantly fell asleep. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, fully dressed, just on top of the bed. I have no ideas if I actually took my nighttime medications. And if you don't know if you've taken your medications, you don't take them. You don't double. You can hurt yourself badly that way. So I had to just let it go until this morning, and I'm sore enough that with the overextension and probable not taking the meds last night, I feel like I've been beat. Ugh. Fun though. You have to push, unfortunately. It's like with everything. If you don't push, you're not going to grow. And you need to grow. Especially if you're trying to recover, you need to grow into where you were and then hopefully past it. As well as, this is one thing I want to talk about too. Because I've watched iDubbbz back when iDubbbz was still doing really edgy stuff. And I watched like most of his back content. I liked not the edgy stuff, but the weird stuff that he would do. At one point in one of the videos, he was opening up to compare cans of type foods. And one of them, as these refried beans were slowly oozing out of it, he started just playing the video backward and forward with sexy music going on over the top of it as the beans were slurking out of the can. And then after they fell to the ground, there was a slop plap, and then you heard a baby crying sound. That was the stuff I watched iDubbbz for. And then, of course, he stopped doing the edgy stuff, and he has recently come out with the apology. But the thing is, even if you wish that he was still doing the same kind of material, if you are the same person that you were 5 years ago, you're doing something wrong. You need to always be growing, always changing. Because if you're just stuck and you're the same person you always were, you're just stagnant. And when it comes to life and living, stagnation is just death. Either physical or social, mental, emotional. Stagnation is not a good thing. In your own life, you always need to be pushing. You need to find your envelopes of comfort and push. And unfortunately, that also applies to a lot of other things. But, like I was going to segue back into physical therapy and stuff and my own injury, but you have to grow. And I fully understand. Ian does not like his old material. And that's good. You need to grow. You always need to grow. I cringe about the stuff that I do, like on a weekly basis. But then part of my issue is I have been depressed and just socially and mentally stunted under a million issues and not knowing what was happening. And then with my wife dying on top of all this, I have just been a broken man. These past couple years since I started therapy, I've been putting myself back together. Every single year, I feel better. And I look back at the previous year and go, oh my gosh, I was still sleepwalking and I thought I was better. Thank goodness I'm not sleepwalking now. And then a year goes by, I look back and it's, holy smokes, I'm still sleepwalking through all this. But I feel that way because I'm still walking upward, pushing and trying to keep getting better. So yeah, it looks like I was sleepwalking, but that's not always the case. Now, there's not a whole lot of things that I can do. Like, I can't push from my own situation physically because my own body it's falling apart at my age. So I can only do so much. I mean, part of the issue going on with my neck, I feel fully, is because I have been carrying 25 to 30 pound loads on my back with my backpack, with my scoliosis, and the way my spine has my spine and nerves and muscles of my spine have been damaged through the years. That as bad as this is, it may well be partially, what is the word? Self-inflicted because of that. But whether or not it's what causes it, it's still, I'm busted and broken. So, yay. But my task now is to keep pushing to get the use of my arm back, because I have been bedbound and keeping this arm up here and not using it a lot because it hurts. That's one of the reasons I've been overextending, because again, as I push this so that you can see better. Laptop's moving everywhere. There we go. As I've been walking, I have been keeping my hand pumping and moving so that these muscles get used. I have been extending my arm outward and such as I do so. And I have still been lifting and then bringing back and bringing out my shoulder as I've been walking, and not counting the reps, but trying to do this sort of thing as much as I can for about 1 or 2 minutes at a time. And that, well, it's good because I need to use it because I don't want to lose it. And no matter what, I am losing it because I'm not using it as often as I normally do. But, doing that is just my muscles and the nerves. That's the part. So thank goodness for gabapentin. So I've been doing that. I've been trying to do things and trying to survive. I bought more cheese yesterday along with cat dirt, so that's a good thing. Yay! I need to buy more potato stuff, but the potato stuff, the mix that I use at the local Safeway is like $1.50 more expensive than if I get it at Walmart. So I gotta make the trip to Walmart if I want to get food that I can really stock up on. So, and that's a 6 mile round trip walk, which is going to have the added stress of pushing the walker on the trip there, and then pushing the walker with food back. So that's going to be pushing my body, which again, you gotta do. Even as you get older, sure, yeah, I shouldn't have been carrying stuff on my back like that, perhaps, man, but you still gotta keep pushing as hard as you can, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or socially, physically. You gotta always push at the envelope again, because if you're the same person that you were 5 years ago, you are doing something wrong. Now, I watch Bo of the Fifth Corner, Bo of the Fifth Column, who's a rednecky guy, lives in Florida. He's independent politically, does a lot of political stuff, but does a lot of, he's rural, he's a redneck, so survival stuff and such like that you can listen to him for in case there's emergencies, and that's good stuff too. It's not all just political, but he too is one of those people that I connect with because he says himself, if you are the same person that you were 5 years ago, you are doing something wrong. Thumbs up for that. I've been thinking about Utalk and creative things, but I haven't been able to do much because of just overextension and just being so exhausted. So even though I may be getting more energy from the prednisone because lesser pain response, I still have a ton of my energy going into this. So overextension is joyous and great. So I got a Dead Island video that when I can use this arm more, I'm going to have to edit. Not a lot. All I do is sync up the commentary with the gameplay, take out the loading screens, because right now even that is still mega painful. I really want to be able to go through because I've been learning how to edit creatively and not just technically. Because I can do the technical stuff and make things look flashy and weird and all that really easily. But editing my content for the things that I say is a lot harder, and I've been trying to learn how to do that. Because self-editing is tough. Especially since my sense of humor isn't always something to make you immediately laugh. It's just something that you listen to and it connects to the situation, but it's kind of weird and you don't laugh necessarily, but just go, oh, yeah. So keep it, not keep it. There's stuff that I say in the midst of things that might be boring that, hey, that's clever, but it's right in the middle of a bunch of stuff and I'm not sure how to edit that. So yay. Hey, if I had an editor, I wouldn't know what to tell them. And plus I can't pay an editor, and so I mean, I don't do anything that needs editing, so yay. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very, very good thing. And not just in American Sign Language. Always rock on. Thumbs up for that. So, let me grab my mouse. let me move the pointer down to the stop recording switch. God, I hate the way my jowls are getting so big from the prednisone already. I've still lost between 15 and 20 pounds, and I sort of want to keep it that way. Thumbs up. You take care, and have a very, very good day. Dead Island coming up.